thank you guys so much. Appreciate the patience for everybody coming out with the AMA here for PXAI on Caesar's Calls. Again, this is a pre-launch AMA. I know typically we haven't been doing these recently, but Will was able to come across this community, and he was really intrigued by what they were building out. The fact that they're building out on the Polygon network as well is definitely something that, you know, I personally love Polygon, and I'm intrigued to know how these guys are going to kind of integrate themselves into, you know, a growing network. So yeah, a little bit about PXAI. As mentioned, they had an 80,000 MATIC pre-sale. They're going to be launching tomorrow, 7 p.m. UTC, at a roughly 320K USD market cap. Project itself is kind of that mix between AI and, you know, the NFT Marketplace. I'm really interested personally in what these guys are looking to do with regards to their Text-to-NFT utility that's going to be built out. And as you know, they have a couple different utilities that they're already in development on. And I know that the roadmap for this one is pretty lengthy. You know, so make sure you guys, as you're following along throughout the AMA, have your white paper pulled up alongside. You know, that makes it a little bit easier to reference some of the stuff that myself and Tom are going to cover. And yeah, you know, with that, Tom, I will throw you the mic to introduce yourself and introduce a little bit more on PXAI.
Thank you very much, Maurice. I appreciate it. Thank you for having us as well. A bit about myself. So I haven't done an AMA in a while. Back in 2021, I launched a project with not the same team, different team. We launched Loud Market, which was a really good. It was a music NFT marketplace. It did really well. We did a pre-sale. It went from 200K to, I think, 33 mil market cap. It was a very successful, very successful project in my opinion. And yeah, so that's my experience. I've been in some projects since, but this is the most exciting one that I've been included on, if that makes sense. So basically, I am the spokesperson, and I am also one of the marketing team. You know, Gempad and ourselves. We have been working, and the marketing was outsourced, obviously, bit to Gempad, bit to ourselves. And as you said, they raised 80K very quickly. 80K, sorry, that's 80K dollars. I don't know what it is in MATIC, or 80K MATIC, I don't know. Anyway, so it was a very successful pre-sale, filling in 12 hours. And I've actually joined the team pretty recently. Probably in the past, probably a week, 2 weeks now. But I know this project has been building for a long time, and it's so great to be part of it. So a little bit into PXAI. What is it? Well, it's a marketplace, it's a token, it's a game integrated with AI. So very briefly, it's just going to be, in my opinion, a next generation marketplace, which is a game built with it. So the game will integrate with the marketplace. Marketplace will integrate with the game, and it'll have that multiplayer PvP kind of situation. But it's not just a game; it's also a marketplace. So the marketplace won't just be dedicated to the game. It will be a marketplace that assists people in minting NFTs, minting collections, but it's not just minting and uploading the image. Because we've integrated AI and strong AI technologies like Midjourney, ChatGPT, DALL-E, I don't know if that's how you say it, DALL-E, but whatever. But there's so many AI technologies that we're actually putting into this to help assist make the best possible images per, you know, text reference. So if someone says, I want this, really describe it in text, push it through Midjourney, push it through our platform, you'll get the image, you'll be able to submit it as an NFT, and that's how it is. The marketplace is going to have many different things. I mean, with the game, it will host the game's NFTs, which there are already collections of. If I very briefly show you guys, so these are some of the NFTs for the game that are coming out. So this game's going to be PvP, and people will be able to purchase these NFTs. And this is pretty cool. These NFTs are 3D. You can scroll around, you can see them. and they're limited. Each one's limited to a certain amount, and they all have royalties. So the first owner will get a percentage every time they're sold on. But if you purchase with our native token, you get further discounts, etc., on the NFTs. And with the game, I'm sorry, I'm going all over it now. With the game,
I know you said it's been a little while, so it's definitely it takes a little while to get your sea legs back under you in terms of the flow and whatnot.
It's such a this Phoenix AI is there's so much to it. Do you know what I mean? It's there's just absolutely so much to it. And when I first came, I was extremely impressed because they built all of this before I came, and I was just so impressed with what they've done in a short period of time.
The one thing I did want to ask, just while we're on topic, because I know there's a lot to cover here with this one, as you've alluded to, Tom, was just on the NFT size. So you mentioned that it's somewhat limited. Now, for each tier or kind of different level of NFT that's available, has the team kind of forecasted out the availability? And the reason I asked that question is just I'm just trying to figure out kind of your user strategy, right? And if NFTs integrate into the other parts of the ecosystem, I'm trying to figure out, what the max number of users can be. If you guys are going to have to potentially incorporate or scale out to other collections in the future, what the difference may be in, a Genesis, which these ones would technically be being the first collections launched versus maybe a tier 2 or a second iteration in the future. So that's kind of where I'm hoping to go with the discussion. And I'm just trying to figure out what the team has laid out. Because I know it's still, pre-launch. Some things are still to be determined often with projects, but anything you can share with regards to that would be awesome.
Of course. I mean, so far there are 4 different, I wouldn't call them dragon phoenixes, and they there's water, earth, fire, wind, and they all have, and it's not just them, they've got different tiers. So the best way to describe it is to actually go on the marketplace and show you. So for example, some are better, more expensive than others. So this is obviously diamond is top tier, as you can see, top bid 100 USDT on that. Then you can have gold tier, I think it goes bronze, silver, but scaling, as you said, at the moment it varies amongst them how many there are on each on each Phoenix. So at the moment, I think they would be able to feed them out to the audience if we had a big audience wanting to buy these NFTs and play the game. But there is also plans to roll out other well, I'm not sure if it'll be Phoenixes, but they will be rolling out other NFTs which will be usable in the game.
And now, I noticed that the first one that you would have featured earlier, I think it was the Sky Phoenix, was around $40 USDT. And then this one is, $100 USDT. So with regards to the different tiers, what are some of the benefits now that those, different price tiers are going to get you in the game or in, the ecosystem as you guys, add in the other aspects like the text to NFT and whatnot?
Yeah, so I mean, I think the best thing for you to get is a pitch deck up, actually. Break it down. I'll quickly scroll over to. I'll go back through it, but it is somewhere here. So here's a tier. This is how the tiers set up. This is an easy. I should have got this up when we discussed it, but here's the tiers for now. As you can see, bronze, there's 2,800 of them. Silver, there's 1,200. Gold, there's 2,800, 1,200. Here there is 800 and then 200 diamond. So in total, there's 5,000 NFTs to sell. This is the raise that we're going for. With it over a period of time, NFT isn't what it used to be where they just sell out easily. But, because we're bringing such a good game to it, that's what we're going for. With the actual elements of the NFTs and as you said, summer sky, summer earth, summer sun. They all come with traits. Every single one comes with traits, and the actual sun, phoenix, diamond. I mean, I think the end of it, diamond, silver, gold, is more about the rarity of them. So that is more for the NFT value. But they, you wouldn't want to play a PvP game where people can automatically outright beat you if they've paid better for a better thing, because, we don't really want to be a pay to win game. So they will all have the same strength and abilities, and it will be strategic, purely strategic. The diamond and the sun's just the name, the color that goes with the NFT, and diamond, silver, gold at the end is just it's just the rarity, to be honest with you, which, in the future, because there's only 200 diamond, we'd want to be worth a lot more than the bronze and silvers.
Awesome. I'm just trying to pull up one of your team members here too. Jags, I know that there we go, their hand. I think Telegram's just being a little bit delayed, so I got them unmuted. I know they may be able to add a little bit more background on some of the NFT features and qualities as well.
Yeah, hi everyone. Good evening, good morning, everyone. So this is Jagdish here, and I am the founder for this project, and all these characters. So these NFT characters we designed 10 characters we designed, and with 4 variants each, and there are different kind of characteristics we designed. There is a air character. It will have some strength in the air, and something will be in the water. So that kind of characters with the environment we planned everything. And also there are 4 variants like diamond, gold, silver, bronze. And these are the different variants where they have more power than other one. Diamond will have more powers than the bronze one. That means a player cannot win with the diamond character directly. Bronze character also can use his ideas and strengths. Everything is depends on the player who is playing, not with the character. So there is a chance bronze character also can defeat the diamond character, but a diamond character will have more power, and it will have more life to sustain in the game. So, but if the bronze character is hitting the gold character 4 times or 5 times, then that will be weakened, and that will die. So that is the game characteristic we have designed, and there is only limited supply as 5,000 characters, 5,000 NFTs, and this is the first collection of the NFT game. And the NFT game is in progress. That is not yet done, because we need to concentrate on marketplace first, and marketing our marketplace and getting the user into marketplace. But game also will be starting in 15 days or 1 month. So at the time we'll have a basic version of the game, and we'll enhance the game based on the users' feedback. So these are the tokenomics for the NFTs and the total we are going to raise. Even if these are available in NFT Marketplace, we did not start marketing because there is no game yet. So once the game is done, we'll start marketing about our NFT game characters, and there is a royalty on each NFT character as well. If we are thinking about income generation, how we are maintaining, how we are going to maintain this game. So that will be again all these NFT characters is having 5% royalty on these NFTs. So that whenever this NFT is changing hands, we will get the income based on the royalty we set. So this is about the game. And these are limited supply. We are not going to mint unlimited supply, but there will be a free character to try our game. But whatever the character, free character they are trying to play, that will not earn any tokens. That will give the experience to the users how they can play with the characters. Yeah. So Tom, I think you can carry on.
Yeah, no.
Any
So
question?
I'll just maybe throw a couple questions to you, Jags. Well, we got you up here just on the topic of the NFTs. Now, do you guys in the because you're not going to be minting another set, at this point in time, are you going to have max allowances per wallet so that somebody can only own one or two of the characters, so that you guys can essentially? And the reason why you want to do that is to ensure that you have a strong enough player base that when the game goes live, you're going to get that interaction within the ecosystem, right? And it's not somebody trying to hold, 50, 100, 200 NFTs potentially to earn the passive income versus actually using them to play, right? Because the game ecosystem does require people to interact for it to have its full strength.
Yeah, so initially itself, we have discussed this scenario as well with our advisor when we are designing these tokenomics. And the same thing we thought, like, what if one user buying all these 90,000 worth of NFTs? So if he's not going to, our end goal is to make some money and implement the game. And if there are no NFTs not available, we can make another version of the game and NFTs so that users will get some new NFTs. Anyway, by keeping them in their wallet, they cannot earn anything. They have to sell these NFTs. So that is why, again, 90,000 worth of NFTs, only one person may not buy everything. If he is buying also, it is good for us. Economically, we will grow the game, and we can introduce some more second version of characters with additional features. So the other users can buy them and they can play the game within that with those NFT characters.
Now, one of the questions with regards to the tokenomics, I don't know if this would be more yourself or Tom. Now, with the pre-sale, there's roughly like 32% allocated to that, and about 20% on the liquidity side, with another 20 on the rewards. So, if just with like the amount of rewards being almost equal to the liquidity. I know the game won't come into effect for a while, so like that percentage, those rewards won't be distributed for some time. But like, how do you guys like mitigate any potential dumps? Because like the liquidity percentage versus like the pre-sale and the ecosystem rewards, it's not really. It doesn't line up that great. And if there's a sell-off from the pre-sale, it will definitely it's just because it's more than the liquidity. It's not.
Actually,
a great situation. So is there vesting?
Yeah. So actually, we named it as ecosystem and rewards, but and the ecosystem means that funds will be used for game development and the exchange listing and some other development, marketplace features enhancement and mid-journey API integration. So there are a lot of things we have to do that, and this ecosystem will be used for the game development and everything. So this is not only for rewards. We may distribute some rewards, if we are listing on some exchanges, we need to give some giveaways, tokens as giveaways, right? So that is why we make it as rewards and ecosystem. But these tokens will be locked. Like tomorrow, we are going to lock team, ecosystem, and treasury tokens, and we will be vesting these tokens. So that users don't need to worry about our team or these ecosystem tokens will be dumping on the market. So that we can do.
Yeah, so no, this is something we discussed yesterday. Because obviously the game requires a lot of tokens for the functioning of it. But as you said, Maurice, this game isn't going to be out for at least a month, at least in beta for a month. So what our plan is no one wants to see a lot of tokens on the market. That's really scary for anyone to see. So what we're going to be doing, as Jag said, is the team and the team tokens, the ecosystem, the treasury, we're going to make sure that they're vested, at least locked for 1 month, and then after 1 month we're going to have them vesting, not a huge amount, but obviously we need to have them vesting enough for the game to be runnable.
So before listing on the exchange itself, we'll announce whatever the tokens we locked, and at least like 5 to 10% we are keeping unlocked, because we need some exchanges are reaching out for listing on their exchanges. So they are asking like some USDT stable coin and our token like 50%. So in that case, we need to provide some tokens for liquidity on their centralized exchanges. So that is why at least we should have some tokens be unlocked. But I can guarantee that team tokens will be locked, entire thing. Only like 5% will be unlocked during launch. But we are not going to sell those tokens, because we are here for long-term goals, and we want to build a system like OpenSea and SolSea, those built on Solana and Ethereum. So our main target is to reach that stage where we can compete with them. And also, if we are only having one utility like marketplace, so we introduced a game as well to make use of our utility token, so that users can buy our tokens and they can play the game, and they can buy in-game accessories with our token, so that our token value will be keep on increasing. And also there is a revenue generation, right? We plan multiple ways of revenue generation to build this system for long term. So if you have any questions.
Just to really add to that, as I said, we need a lot of tokens for CX listings, but our main point is the majority of the tokens are going to be locked, and for the first month of trading on the decentralized exchange.
Well, that makes sense, and I think you guys are starting roughly around 320,000 for your market cap. Now, on top of the pre-sale that you had with Gempad, I don't believe there was any private sale. Just looking at the tokenomics and breakdown, but it looks like there was a bit of a bonus, so about 600 extra PXAI tokens per MATIC. And is that just coming out of the 2.4% on the pre-sale bonus side that's just going to be airdropped to those that participate, or how is that broken down?
Yeah, so actually in this bonus, pre-sale plus bonus is the pre-sale bonus and pre-sale tokens. These are the total tokens distributed to users. That includes the discount of 15% and plus 10% additional bonus.
Jags, it's automated, isn't it? Is it automated on Gempad, the bonus?
Yes, it is all automated, and unsold tokens, something I did not remember exact number, but we can see that in Polygon scan, some undistributed tokens, those are already burned. So some from 2.39%, some percentage is already burned. So users got 320 million plus some additional tokens as bonus.
Awesome. No, I appreciate you kind of just clarifying that for me. Now, yeah, with any pre-sale, obviously make sure that you guys are jumping into the community and, really being active in there leading up to the launch, getting a feel for the vibe. But what are some of the things that you guys are doing to really keep the community active and pushing towards that game release and, the NFT Marketplace that you guys are rolling out? Just making sure you don't have sometimes that pre-sale dump that we see across the space.
So initially, after listing the token, we are targeting for a CMC and CG listing our token. And then after that, the first thing we are going to do that is our PXAI token integration. with our NFT marketplace, so that it will be utilized, like we will be providing some additional discount on the service fee if they are using a PXAI token to create and mint NFTs or sell NFTs using our utility token. So generally, for example, if the service fee we are charging like 5%, so if they are buying or selling their NFTs, we will be providing 3% only we will be charging. So that way, that will increase our PXAI token value. And for game, right, we are already contacting, speaking with our game developers, and it will be ready. But as of now, there is no, like 1 month or 1.5 month, we cannot say that, because we'll be busy with post-launch marketing activities and listing our token on multiple exchanges and integration with our PXAI token. So our first concentration on the main utility, which is already developed, our marketplace, so that we are going to enhance a bit, and we are going to market that first. And parallelly, we will start the game development, but we will release that game once it is stabilized and if it is good for gaming. So
yeah, just to add on to that, the post-launch marketing in itself, I think is we're going to continue our widespread, push towards Twitter, Telegram, and we're also going to be listing on CMC and CG, which often is quite a big push when it comes to projects. It's nice getting listed there, brings a lot of community members and some volume. And other than that, we'll be doing the basic, get some calls out, private communities, and just try and get, organic growth of communities is the most important thing. You see all these communities growing, 30,000 members, whatever, with airdrops competitions, and it just doesn't really benefit them. So we're just going to go, we're just going to do the best marketing we can, without blowing up our community with fake figures.
Yeah, and if you see our marketplace development, it is not started 15 days back or 1 month back. We started this marketplace development almost 6 months back, and we we designed all the tokenomics and future plans and everything we designed. We have a complete roadmap designed, and we are going according to roadmap, and we are doing the things as per the roadmap and delivering the things. So this is for this stage, we are working since 6 months to reach this stage.
And I had kind of alluded to that a little bit in my intro with regards to, making sure people are following along with the roadmap that you guys have detailed in your white paper, because it is fairly lengthy, and there's a lot of points that you guys touch on in that. So thanks for kind of circling back there with that, Jags. Now, the marketplace itself, testing, bandwidth, anything like that, is it just going to initially be your own collection that's launched through the PXAI NFT Marketplace, and then from there, how are you going to incorporate additional NFT projects in and start to monetize what you've built out from the tech?
So this NFT marketplace is not only for our in-game characters. This is open for everyone. So if you have any collection on OpenSea or OpenSea, directly we can connect the wallet within our marketplace, and they can list their tokens and their NFTs for selling. And also for future plans to expand this NFT marketplace, I am already discussing with Tom and Grace. So these are our marketing partners, and we are after listing and everything is settled down, we are going to market our marketplace to reach Discord communities and NFT artists. So we are going to conducting AMAs with them, and there is a lot of plans we have, but we will go one by one step after one step, so that if we are doing the things in rush, then it will one small mistake will spoil entire project. So we are going slowly, but with 100% accuracy.
What they say, slow and steady wins the race, right? So I respect that approach for sure. You don't want to rush things, especially in this space, as like you said, like sometimes one misstep can really cause people to turn away from a project. So you do want to roll it out in a way that's sometimes can almost feel slow, maybe if you're a holder or somebody looking at a project, but from the inside looking out, you definitely want to go that approach. So I can really respect that. Now, kind of going a little bit into the roadmap, just because you've touched on it quite recently. I noticed a lot.
No.
Yeah, I was going to say, I noticed a lot of stuff is checked off. So, like, what do you guys like? Is this fully up to date with regards to the roadmap? Like, what do you guys kind of have to do still, or is this stuff that's checked off stuff that still needs to be completed? I'm just trying to figure out, because it looks like a lot of the future stuff's already checked and some of the closer stuff's unchecked. So just trying to figure out how it's structured.
Yeah, so till phase 3, we completed the roadmap. I mean, the NFT characters also completed. We'll be updating that the list with the latest information. But if you see here, conducting presale in the phase 2, that is also done. And creating, auditing, and KYC is done. And creating 3D characters for our game is done. And launching the token will be there tomorrow. We are listing on exchange, and implementing marketing. We started pre-launch and post-launch marketing. We started. And CMC and CG listing, there is some prerequisites, volume is required, and there are some other things required to submit to listing on their website. So this is where till that time we have completed everything. And also in phase 4 also we completed our gallery NFT Marketplace and also the NFTs for our game. So these are the things we are working parallelly, because CMC and CZ listing should be done after token launch. So we kept it there in the roadmap. But we should not wait until to create the NFT characters and NFTs. We should not wait for that CMC and CG listing, right? These are two different paths. So we are working on our roadmap parallelly wherever it is possible. We are trying to complete as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, just to add to that, it's regarding the as you said, the remote roadmap is getting completed very quickly, but it's also we're trying to kind of, whilst we scale, we want to make sure our infrastructure is up to standard to be able to manage, hosting this game, this marketplace, IPFS, we've got, the databases, the security. So a lot of that infrastructure is being built as we speak, but it will be implemented once the game's released. The marketplace already has a good infrastructure. It's already up and running, fully working. But it's the main thing is for us at the moment is to get the game finished and developed, because we need to create a utility for the NFTs and the tokens, because it's like, Maurice, when you got a token and it hasn't got utility, it's a mean token. But as soon as you bring utility to the game and you start building real things like we are, that's what makes a token actually have some value. That's my opinion. That's a matter of opinion, because I'm not a mean person, but
And definitely, I'm kind of more of a utility guy myself, and you definitely have to be able to kind of show value. So now holding the token, for example, just holding the PXAI token, you touched on some of the benefits or discounts that maybe come with that, specific to the NFT marketplace a bit in your introduction. I would love to go into some of the the benefits, the holder benefits now that people will see as they kind of jump into the ecosystem through the token versus the NFT.
The best person to speak for this is probably Jags. I mean, I know that there's rewards on the actual. I think it's sales of the token, but Jags, what percentage is it on the reward structure or dividend structure?
Actually, we are against giving rewards to the users, because if we are keep on updating our marketplace and the game with utilities and features and everything, so that our token value will be increasing, and there are multiple ways to generate the revenue, and there will be multiple ways to increase our token value. If we are providing airdrops or rewards for free to the users, so some people will get those rewards and they will sell these tokens on the market, and it will go against our pricing, right? So that is why since beginning we are not even for pre-sale marketing, we did not provide any tokens for rewards as in giveaways. So instead of that, we have given a standard like a stable coin USDT and MATIC tokens only we have given, because I don't want airdrop users or whoever is getting the free tokens, I don't want them to dump on the market, and it will decrease our token value. So that is why we are not giving the rewards. And like in the buy and sell tax, we are giving rewards to holders 2%, because like when they are selling the tokens, right? Anyway, people when they are selling in the profit, they will be happy. But we need to just justify our token holders to keep the token. Even if there are sellings are happening, they should be happy. So that is why we did not have any rewards to holders in the buy tax, but we introduced that in the sell tax. So if someone is selling 1 million tokens, so all the holders will be happy and they will try to keep that, because they will get the reward, 2% of the reward. So this is only the reward for holders, but for gaming also we are not giving anything for free. There is no P2E game. We are not designing any game for a P2E. So if you can go through our revenue generation, maybe we can better understanding how our ecosystem and economics.
Yeah, that would be good. And also, like, a good thing to go into, based on what you just touched on, Jax, would be the game economy itself, like the actual gameplay, because I know you mentioned it's not a PvE, it's a PvP. So just, for people to understand once the game goes live, how they can interact and, actually participate and play against one another is definitely important too.
Yeah. So,
sorry, guys. Sorry, I was just looking through the site. So what was the question? Sorry, Maurice.
So yeah, I think you're going to go through the rev share, and then we'll touch on a little bit about the gameplay itself afterward.
Yeah. So the rev share of the token, right, or the 2% tax on that, or you talk about the NFTs?
Jags was talking about the revenue share, like within the game economy. So I'm assuming that would be through the NFTs in the marketplace.
Sorry, it is not revenue sharing. The revenue generation for our project growth. So there are multiple ways of getting revenue. So Tom, if you can go to our revenue generation slide in our pitch deck.
Revenue model, there you go.
So revenue model from our marketplace is like a service fee for NFT trades. So on each buy and sell, we are going to get some service fee and token discount we are giving, so that let's say if they don't want to pay 2% extra service fee by trading USDT or MATIC with MATIC. So instead of that, if they use PXAI token, they will give 3% or 2% discount, so that they will try to use our utility token. In that way, they will buy our utility token, and it will increase our token value. So that is the way we are getting the revenue. And also from selling and buying tax, there is a 3% tax on buy and 3% tax on sell. It is coming to our marketing wallet and treasury wallet and liquidity. So 1% to each wallet. So that will be having incoming revenue generation from taxes. And also in future, like once Text-to-NFT is integrated with Midjourney, so actually Midjourney doesn't come for free. So there is a subscription fee the user have to pay. So instead of users going to Midjourney platform and generate the image and try different things and then come to our platform and mint that NFT, it is like again burden for the users. So instead of that, we will integrate with Midjourney API directly from our platforms to text, like they can prompt the text and they can generate the images directly within our platform. So that like it is not for free. So we are going to have some margin, like a Midjourney API will have some margin amount extra. So that is the one way we are getting revenue. And also once marketplace is fully available, I mean if it goes to market and if more users are coming into our marketplace, then we are going to introduce some premium features which are not available as of now. But we can say like if someone wants premium display in the home page or header section or somewhere in the feature section, so they have to pay some fee for us so that we will display their NFTs in our home page to get more visibility on their NFTs. So that is the one way we are getting the revenue. So these are the ways from our marketplace and the token. And we have revenue generation from our game as well. So Tom, can you go to next slide? Yeah, so these are the NFT characters. We are already built 5,000 NFT characters, and each one is having some price depends on the variant. So when we are like selling these NFTs, we are getting the revenue like as discussed earlier. There is 90K we are estimating, but it will be happening only after game release. So. But again, after that, if we are setting royalty fee 5% on each NFT. So if the users, the NFTs are trading between users, then we will get 5% royalty fee for every trade and every buy and sell. So that is the one thing. So like from game also we are getting some revenue, and once game is good and if we are introducing more features and all, we will introduce more like kind of weapons or accessories for these characters. So that way we will get some other income. So the game those things are not yet planned because we want to make it simple. There should not be any complexity when we are playing the game. Instead of that, we will be releasing one simple game with these characters playing directly against without any weapons, but with the features they are having like air or fire, these kind of things. So these are the revenue model we are having. So there is not single way of getting the revenue. We are having multiple ways of generating the revenue.
Okay, cool. Now you touched on some. I just wanted to make sure you got through the whole thing. You touched on something fairly early. I just wanted to go back and have you clarify, just because if anybody maybe misinterpreted, the discounts or using the token provides benefits, with regards to the NFT marketplace if they do choose to utilize the PXAI token, but there's also the ability to purchase via like USDT. So I just wanted to clarify that, there's benefits, but there's not a hard token gate in respect to that. So I did just want to touch on that for anybody who maybe misinterpreted early in what you were saying. But yeah, no, I appreciate you walking us through the full revenue model, Jags. Now, wanted to kind of get into one other specific point. Do you need to hold a certain amount of the PXAI token or maybe an NFT for the text-to-NFT utility as that rolls out? Because I know you'd mentioned the Mid-Journey integration, and I do understand that that's not free, especially depending on the level that you go with of their archive and whatnot. So yeah, I'm just kind of curious on that and how everything plays in, holder benefits, or how you guys are going to structure the text to NFT with the token and the marketplace itself.
So text to NFT is that is a new and there is no that feature in other marketplace. That is the unique thing we are going to implement in our marketplace. And this one, if they are holding a PXAI token, maybe if we are charging some margin amount, like let's say if there is a Mid-Journey subscription of $50, and if we are charging margin amount like $60 for their subscription in our marketplace. So if they are using our PXAI token, if they are holding our token, so based on that, we can give some discount, but it is not yet planned because we did not think in that way as of now. But definitely based on the community feedback and user feedback, we are going to enhance our marketplace, and we are going to add more features so that we will try to keep our utility token as much as possible to use everywhere. So
now, I guess just figuring out like a circulation and how everything's going to work on the rewards with like the vesting. How many like users or how much flow would you guys need to come through from like the token usage versus people maybe paying in USDT to start seeing revenue come in? I don't really just know how to word the question, but I'm just trying to figure out like how much interaction or how much usage of the utility would you guys need to start essentially hitting that break even point, if it's through the token or if it's through strictly USDT.
Can you repeat that question again? Because I did not understand.
Yeah, no, it's kind of a tough one to word. I'm trying to figure out like how many users or like where, for what you've put into the development, like at what point, how many users is the platform itself, the NFT marketplace, going to start seeing a profit, I guess would be the best way, or start turning in revenue that's offsetting the cost to run it and manage, maintenance, bandwidth, and the Mid-Journey subscriptions and everything like that. So if that helps break it down a little bit better for you, Jag.
Yeah. So actually this marketplace and everything we planned initially in the budget when we are designing this project itself. So we wanted to keep everything within the budget, and in future and based on the revenue, we are going to upgrade the features. If there is as of now, whatever the marketplace we are having, everyone can go and trade that, and there will not be any issues. So the cost for involving this is to maintain the servers and maintain this application. So that will be we can manage with less funds also, but everything we will be sharing with community every month with transparent. Even whatever the money we got from pre-sale, 75% we kept in liquidity, and we 9% went to Gempad and users referral because of referral bonus. And remaining fund we are utilizing very carefully with for CMGs, CG listing. So everything we allocated some budget, and everything is well planned, and we are going to maintain with the minimum cost. Even if there are no users, we can be able to run this application for multiple years. So,
Yeah,
but again, we will start marketing because OpenSea is having a lot of users. But we will research how to get the users from OpenSea to our platform by giving some conducting some competitions or something NFT competitions and all.
I mean, I think that the platform will be self-sustainable through the taxation that goes into the treasury and marketing. Obviously, we're not going to dump it off into the community. You know, we're not like that. It's not going to be, hey, we got tokens every day and dumping them. That's not how it is. We'll sell them when we need to fund whether it be marketing or the sustaining the servers, etc. I mean, it is a relatively low cost system. It's not really an expensive one. So I think that easily and that's dependent on the volume as well. So hopefully we get good volume and it kicks off really nicely, and then it should look after us for months, if not years to come, just through the volume through the decentralized exchanges. And then, the stuff which we get, the finances and the tokens that we get off the marketplace and the game will also help with that. But overall, it's the model we've got, the revenue model we've got. It's money coming from all directions if it all works out.
No, and again, it makes sense. You definitely have to, as we learn as we get older, you definitely want to have the option for multiple revenue streams. Makes life a little bit less stressful.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
One more thing I wanted to say, I'm a developer and a founder of this project, and also I have a partner. He is also 25 years of experience he is having, and we both are developing this platform to make it in sustainable with high volume as well. The only cost involved, developer cost, will be if the project grows in growth, then it is our growth. So if the token value is growing, it is our growth, right? If we are dumping the tokens on the market, it is killing our project with our own hands. So that we don't like to do it, and we wanted to be here for long term to compete with OpenSea and SolSea, those platforms. And we are going to as we are developers, and we will be building the system for us. This is our own product. So if the product is building, if we are building the product for long term, that is equal to our growth, right? So that is why, I mean, the only cost involved is we need to maintain the servers if the volume is hitting high. So then we need to upgrade the servers in the AWS or Google Cloud. So that is again by that time, if we are hitting a high value, means that we are getting more revenue, and at that time we can spend much more money for upgrading our servers and
Yeah, and I think the biggest money saver is Jags, I think you'll agree, is the fact that you're using IPFS, because obviously if we were using AWS and other centralized storage systems, it'd be very expensive. But because using IPFS API integration, it's a lot cheaper, and that removes a lot of the costs.
Sorry, I tried to come off mute there. From a back-end API or data provider, who are you guys working with? Is something you guys are doing in-house in terms of collection? Do you have a third party? I'm going to have to do a shameless plug here for one of our partners, CoinMerge. They have a Web3 outlet called Web3 Shards, and they do a lot of great work and a lot of really solid data collection, fractionalized pricing compared to a lot of what you see. So again, if you guys are always looking for maybe some options, I'd be happy to put you in touch with them. I don't often touch on that, but I know I probably should, because it's really, really solid stuff what they do over there. It's good data. They've built out a lot of good UI facing tools too. But yeah, so sorry to go on a bit of a tangent. Like, who are you guys working with was my main question on the API. Is it in-house or is it like outsourced to a third party?
These are actually initially I started alone. So 6 months back I started alone, and I have given that for outsourcing, but everything is in-house now, and we are going to add more features, and we are going to mid-journey API integration is there, and there is we need to configure multiple currencies. Like now, as of now, it is integrated with MATIC and USDT, but we are going to add the PXAI token and some other ERC20 tokens also will be adding soon, so that users will be trading whatever the currencies they like. And this is completely in-house now onwards, but everything will be pushing into GitHub, and users can see that. But there is some privacy, we have to careful when we are pushing into public. So after checking each and everything, then we will be pushing entire source code to the GitHub for public, so that they can see our progress as well.
Awesome. Now, there was one thing you touched on there that I wanted to go into. Let me just find my place in the notes. It's one of my last two questions here. Oh yeah, no. The one thing I wanted to ask about was the security on the platform, because you know how people are, in terms of connecting to anything new. So like, what are some of the steps that you guys have taken to make sure, people feel that comfort level that they might with some of these larger or pre-existing, marketplaces? Even OpenSea has its faults. I know people who have had, exploits happen when connected to that for too long and whatnot. So nothing's perfect, but like, what are you trying to do to minimize the potential impact?
So we integrated with multiple MetaMask and the coin trust wallets, right? So that will take care of some of the things. But again, users has to trust, and this contract we are going to, our marketplace contract we are going to send for audit, and then if any security issues are there, we are going to fix that, and we will be getting audited by our other third-party providers, contract for any other platforms. So eventually, if possible, we'll move to, as of now, this is our custom contract for marketplace. So we are going, eventually we will move to Third Web API and their contracts, so that we will not be having any security issues, because they are going to audit every release. They are going to audit, and they are going to upgrade their APIs and systems.
Saying just because it's a custom contract, it may not, like, compared to like if it was something like through open source that kind of is from like a pre-audited code, it may require a little bit more of a deep dive or some changes in that sense. That's
we have, make sure I understand. We have used a custom contract, because we can go with Third Web contract itself directly, but again, we need to customize that one as well, because we are going to integrate with our own token, giving the service fees discount. That is where we move to custom contract, and everything we are going to give for audit, and we will fix everything whatever they found. Because I did not go for audit, because our token and pre-sale and these NFT marketplace launch, everything with other things, I was busy at the time. So our PXAI token contract is audited by Contract Wolf and Gempad. So this marketplace contract also will be auditing, and definitely we are going to fix all the security issues. That is why we did not start marketing as much as we are doing for listing and pre-sale. Yesterday, Tom told us we will go for NFT marketplace marketing as well. But I said we will wait for some more time to complete this audit and all.
Since you definitely want to get people comfortable and make sure you know show them that you guys have gone through those steps from a back end protection standpoint, not only just with like the minimal, not only just with regards to PXAI, but also, you know, any additional assets that they may have in their wallets at the time of connection. And, you know, one thing people always recommend, you know, if you're connecting to a new site or a new provider, maybe for the first time, it's never a bad idea. And, you know, for anybody who's maybe newer to the space, never a bad idea connecting a fresh wallet or creating a fresh wallet. It is pretty simple to do. And, you know, going through your test or your initial connection phase, making sure everything works, whether it's a swap, you know, an NFT marketplace, a game, like literally anything in the space, creating a fresh wallet is sometimes just not a bad idea in general. It's a good kind of safety rule of thumb. So just wanted to touch on that little aside. But yeah, no, you guys have done a good job presenting. Now, I do want to leave you with some time for like calls to action. And I did mention we kind of work in some questions from the community towards the back end. So I'm going to go and read through some of the questions that have been sent over to me from my coordinator, Vlad. But if you wanted to kind of go through maybe a call to action and just remind people some of the ways that they can interact or get involved prior to your 7 p.m. UTC launch tomorrow.
So, the ways people can get involved between now and tomorrow the launch is obviously join our community. Make sure you keep an eye out for announcements, because there'll be various marketing announcements over the next 24 hours. And just stay engaged and you know, keep the link ready for the exchange so you know where to buy. Jags, have you got anything to touch on that?
Yeah, so one thing I request our community, like, please do not ask questions like when new exchange, when game, these kind of things, because actually we are locking our tokens and we need to get some revenue to implement all these things, and we will go slow, steady with whatever the plans we are having. Everything is in place and we are going to implement one by one as per our roadmap, and we are going to that will not be delayed our releases as well. Definitely we are going to do that, but if you guys are keep on asking when new exchanges, because when I invested in crypto like 2017 or 18, then since that time, whenever a new currency is launching in market, every community member is asking when you are going for a new exchange and all. So instead of that, we are going to concentrate on more of a development and marketing and marketplace and game, so that exchanges themselves will come to us to list our token. So but we'll try to list on the exchanges as well with our funds, whatever we are having. If it is not possible, I request the community members to wait with patience.
And I just want to very, very quickly touch on something earlier that we were speaking about. And Jags, I don't know if we've discussed this, but you know, the rewards, the tokens, which are rewards and are going to be locked for the first month. But I think eventually we will be able to build a smart contract which will distribute rewards automatically with the game, if I'm correct. So that would defeat the issue of having them unlocked after that.
And you know, it makes sense. It's kind of similar to a lot of what you see with the pre-sales investing, and you're trying to kind of, at least for the first part, make sure that people know that you guys are from the tokens being vested, looking to build it out and not rushing. So I can respect that approach. Now, not knowing really maybe the holder base or people that jumped in early, and the fact there is a small discount percentage versus like pre-sale on launch, just make sure you guys are mindful of that. If the project, once you guys jump into the community and do your research, if you guys really like it, just watch the launch. You don't have to throw everything you may look to put in on launch. I think everybody here understands like good strategies with regards to that. So yeah, that's just the only thing for me, just because the pre-sales in this market, although market's really good, pre-sales just not knowing previous investors and people who jumped in, it's always something I have to say. So outside of that, guys, I think you did a good job. I mean, the branding is pretty clean. The Phoenix is, pretty popular character or logo brand. It stands for some good things. I mean, any Harry Potter fans out there, shout out Fox. But yeah, no. Yeah, any closing statements? I'm just kind of reading through a couple DMs. Sorry if I'm distracted. They're just from our community members, the questions that I've been going through from Vlad. So I'm just seeing if any are live or want to jump in, or if I'm just going to read a couple out. That's all.
I mean, Jags, we've got a very, the YouTube trailer of the game is a very, very rough copy trailer. Do you want me to play that? Jags, you there?
Yeah, you can play that, but
it's very rough copy. Yeah.
Yeah, this is just a trailer we cut from the game, but it is not a fully developed game. Just to show how that will be looking like. It is not streaming properly, Tom. Maybe use.
Visuals are good. It's just not the sound I can't hear.
Yes, so, sound. I think Tom, you kept on mute.
Yeah, so it's the YouTube video doesn't do it justice, but it shows that we're working on the game. So
there is a trailer available on the website itself. If you guys click on NFT game, it will have the link to YouTube, so we can watch there.
Yeah.
I'm just going to read out a couple questions here, and I think we have a few live, so maybe I'll start to get a couple hands unmuted within the community. So I'll start with a VC question just from myself. So this one's going to go to... this one's from DeFi Whale. Diamond Hands is his username. Does the team get revenue off every NFT that's generated using the Phoenix Spark AI Text-to-NFT platform? If so, how much revenue or of the royalty is allocated to the team versus the ecosystem or the project? That's the first part of his question. And second part is, do you guys have a program in place or plan to scale out something regarding lending or borrowing of the NFTs for in-game usage, potentially loaning or renting out some of the higher tiers to those that wouldn't be able to purchase them but would have the time available to utilize them in the game? Different questions there.
Yeah, that's the second part. Yeah.
Yeah. So regarding spending the revenue, right? So whatever the revenue we are getting from the marketplace, it will be there in the marketplace wallet, and it will be used for marketplace development only. There is no amount for any additional wallets. That will be completely for marketplace. Everything we are organizing and differentiating from each wallet, we are separating it out to make it transparent to community. And these NFT characters are minted from a game wallet. Like there is another wallet we created for only these NFTs, so that we know that how much income we generated from these game characters. So this will be used for game development, whatever the royalty fees we are getting. And for tomorrow listing, whatever the tax we are getting, there are two different wallets we have used other than the main wallets, which is having a PXAI token. So there are only for rewards we are keeping that for tomorrow, like buy and sell tax. So that if we can say that this is the marketing wallet, we got income on first day of listing within 24 hours, and this is the treasury wallet we got from 24 hours value, so that everything will be transparent. And by going to Polygon scan itself, you can see what are the tokens we are having in team, treasury, and existing tokens, and those tokens amount mentioned in the white paper as well. So you can see our team, who sold the tokens. Definitely we will not be selling our tokens, because if we are selling the tokens means that is killing our project with our own hands.
Perfect. No, I appreciate that. And good question. They're diamond hands. I like the two that you put forth today. So definitely wanted to give that some light. In terms of who will go first, maybe we'll, ladies first. It's what my mom always taught me. So Nita, we'll give you the floor first, and then we'll get maybe Brain Twister, and we'll have Sue close it out with the live questions. Probably will take us another 15, 20 minutes for those. And I'm going to read through the remaining 8 or 9 I got on my end, just to see if we can pull another couple good ones. I think Nita's trying to speak, but I'm not seeing her. I'm just not hearing her mic. I think she may be having a little issue. While we're waiting, maybe for her to load back in, Brain, if you want to take over, just to keep the flow going, that works for me.
All right. Hey, Maurice, how's it been, bro?
Good, man. I hope you're doing well. Happy. I don't think we've talked much in 2024, so I hope you're having a good start to the year.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. So, hello, Tom. Hello, Jags. I've been listening to you guys, and it's been a wonderful presentation. So, first of all, congrats on having such a successful sale on Gempad. I mean, raising 80,000 MATIC is no small feat, considering it's not a chain where you see a lot of pre-sales. So, great work by you guys. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brian.
Of course. So let me dive right into my question. First of all, before I do that, I just want to make a statement on your pitch deck. While I was going over it, there was a typo out somewhere in the text. You have 5% buy, or is it 6 and 8% sell? Meanwhile, on the distribution, it's only 3% for buys and 5% for sales. So maybe someone should tweak that to whatever is correct. And yeah, so my question basically is about, the plans for the whole thing. Now, I'm thinking about it, and, using these apps like Midjourney and what to create pictures, while it's no doubt that they create beautiful pictures, the problems most people have is, okay, I'm just going to use a hypothetical scenario. Let's say I wanted to create like an NFT collection of 1,000, and obviously, with the limitations of Midjourney, but I want them all to look similar or have similar characteristics with maybe very few differences, like maybe this one is color blue, the other is color yellow, then there's a gold one. How do you guys circumvent all these limitations that the AI would provide and give the person what he or she truly wants?
Yeah, actually, we went through Midjourney documents and everything, and there is one issue as of now we are facing. That is why we kept Midjourney integration text-to-NFT in the future plan in phase 5 or 6, I think. So because they don't have an API to integrate. So they are having only Discord as of now, and they are going to, maybe in future, like a couple of months, they are going to release their API. So that definitely they are going to give us options. If not, we are exploring other APIs like Leonardo AI. That is also generating good images when compared to Midjourney, but it is not popular as Midjourney because the Midjourney user base is very large, So Leonardo AI is recently launched, and they are providing good support, and we are having API as well, so that we can make use of those. And if we are partnering with them, and they are going to customize their models, AI models, and their APIs for us to get more like a number of images. As of now, everyone is giving some limitation, like only 4 or 3 images they are generating with single prompt, and again we need to select one more whatever the image we like, and we need to ask them. But if we are partnering with them, like if we are using their platform, they are going to customize for us. But that is in our future plan after a game and listing on exchanges and marketplace contract audit. So that mid-journey integration will be taken place later. So that is why I did not give any estimation date for mid-journey integration.
Also, as you know, as you said, with building collections with AI, if you want to build a collection of aliens and have different traits, you know, the technology behind that isn't advanced like we need it to be. So that's one thing we're working on, is making it so, you know, AI is able to do that. But another thing to it is, as you said, you know, you don't want to mint 1,000 and then realise you don't like the images. So I think there'll be a way to, you know, to view a demo of one of them before, you know, you mint the full 1,000 example, for example. But I do understand where you come from. It's, you know, 1,000 images via AI when you're trying to release a new NFT collection. It's, you know, AI needs to be advanced and built to be able to handle that.
Awesome. So yeah, I guess that's something that you guys are gonna work on, because obviously you want your AI to be able to cater to people from all ranges, and you know, even people that want to create collections. So yeah, I guess it's just to watch you guys work, and hopefully you find a solution to that problem. So yeah.
Thank you for your question.
Yeah. No, actually, I'm not done. That was just one.
Oh, brilliant. No, shoot more.
Okay, awesome.
If you want to shoot another one over, I think that kind of touched on a bit of what Nita was going to mention too. So, yeah, if you want to go one more, and then we may, I'll pull Nita up, see if there was definitely some overlap, but we'll see if, you know, if she wanted to still throw a question up, and then we'll get Sue to close out, if that sounds good. But yeah, great first question.
Should I let Nita go first, then ask my second question?
You can close out if you'd like, and then we'll just get Nita up afterwards, and then we'll have Sue finish the job.
All right, awesome. So the next question actually would be on your marketplace. Really, it's just a simple one. So everyone knows, you know, we have OpenSea, we have Blur, we have a couple marketplaces that are catered to even in the just single blockchains on their own. So why would you guys think creating your own marketplace and, you know, trying to wrestle market share would be a good decision, instead of maybe partnering one of the better known marketplaces out there and, you know, just earn from royalties or whatnot of it?
So actually, we want to build something for us to have our own product, and it will be like when we are having Amazon, we are also having Azure and Google Cloud, but everyone is preferring AWS because of their features, and Google Cloud and Azure are also good, but when compared to features and cost optimization and everything, everyone prefers AWS, right? So the same way, even if we are starting small, we are going to improve over time, and we will be adding more features, and based on the user feedback, we will try to improve our marketplace. And one of the other thing is like the text-to-NFT generation. So that is not yet there in the OpenSea and SolSea. So we are going to build that as much as possible once the API is ready. So that is where we are thinking different, and we wanted to build a solid product with more features for the end users.
Yeah, just to touch on that is also, Poly, MATIC. It's you know, it's not as big as BNB, Solana, etc., Ethereum. So I think it'd be nice to build an NFT marketplace game with the AI, which hopefully will give Poly some growth, and give it some reputable projects built in its network.
Okay, then. So I guess it's just to watch you guys work. Like I said, hopefully you guys build an amazing platform and it garners the attention it deserves. So thank you, Maurice, and wish you best of luck, Tom and Jax.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I definitely can respect that. I liked your approach, but as Brain said, and it's definitely, I say the same for anybody who's building out a utility adoption, especially on some of those larger scale things can often take, anywhere from 6 to 12 months. So if people have the patience to stick with you and keep supporting as you guys build out, we've seen a lot of examples, luckily here at Caesars, of projects that, if given the time and the support can, do some really cool things. So yeah, great sentiment to close off there, Brain. And thanks so much for the answers. Nita, if you wanted to, no, I think Nita got dropped. And again, I think her question was a lot to do with the Midjourney API integration, and Brain and the team did a really good job back and forth. So I think I'll just go to Sujay and get him to jump in. And then I do have one more from the audience I'm going to read out, probably close out with that one. It's a little bit different than what I've seen. So yeah, Sue, you could take the mic there.
All right, thanks, Maurice. Hello, Tom and Jax.
Hiya.
Hey. So my question, first of all, was with your Galleria, right? The NFT marketplace. You mentioned a couple of times that your aim is to take on the likes of OpenSea, who you can consider as the market leaders. Now, if you're trying to take market share from them, one would think you're going to have to sort of provide a somewhat either matching platform or a platform that's better than them. And one of the things you mentioned earlier, and correct me if I'm wrong, is the transaction fees for sales on your NFT marketplace is going to be a 5% royalty fee structure. Right? Now, if I compare that with what OpenSea charges right now, it is 2.5% of the transaction cost. Right now, I would, as an upcoming NFT marketplace, I would think you were going to undercut them in the pricing, but it looks like you'll be charging more than what OpenSea charges. So how do you see that playing out, and what was the thought process behind it?
Yeah, actually, this service fee, we did not yet configure that because OpenSea also, previously they used to take 5%, and after getting revenue, they keep on decreasing that service fee. So here I mentioned, for example, 5% if they are using other than PXAI token, and 2% if it is PXAI token. So that is not finalized, and we are going to revisit that percentage. It is a configurable. There is no hard-coded value, and we can easily set the percentage. And initially, we wanted to give our platform, we need to get more volume to our marketplace. So initially, we are thinking don't charge anything for users, so that users will be getting into our platform. Once it is popular, then we can charge small amount, like 1%. And there are additional things also we are planning, right? Featuring NFTs in the home page, and we have a game and royalties for the NFT characters. So if we are only relying on NFT marketplace revenue, then it will be a problem. But we are targeting multiple ways of revenue generation. So there is no harm getting small revenue. I mean, market fees, service fee, marketplace service fee. And did I answer your question, or?
Yeah. No, you did. No, that's good, because as long as you're providing a better cost, a more cost-effective platform, I think that's what is going to attract people who trade in NFTs to a new platform. The second question was, again, related to OpenSea, where OpenSea does badges for collections. They also have tier-based collections, right, where the creators can apply for a collection, a B collection, and it depends on how long the creator has been in the business, how much volume they have been able to generate in the past 30 days, in the past 60 days, etc. So there's those criteria which decide the tier of a specific collection. How do you plan to do something similar in your NFT marketplace, where there's going to be tiers and verified collections, as well as collections that are, just one-off things, and non-verified collections that are marked clearly so?
Yeah, so here, and this is our start of the marketplace. Like we just started and we are going to implement the features. Like you raised two questions, right? So we will take all the feedback from our community, like whoever is interested in our marketplace and with our project. So always the community is more important than anyone else, right? So we'll take the feedback from community, and again, tier A, tier B, these kind of things, like that is additional income maybe they are generating when they are applying. I did not use that, but what I'm thinking, like if we are targeting like tier A, tier B, some fee if we are collecting from the users. So that is again manually they are reviewing, and they are getting small fee, and they are doing everything manually. So here everything will be data, right? So based on the data and analytics, we are going to automatically improve their tier. Like in Binance or Bybit, if you complete these steps, like a KYC is done, so there is a 10,000 limit. If address verification is done, 25,000 limit. These kind of things, you are taking some steps to reach the stage, right? So, but in our marketplace, if you are selling many NFTs, that means he is a valuable customer for us, and everything we will process the data using data science, and then we will be in promoting these creators automatically. So and thank you for a good question, because if we are getting these kind of questions, we will think about these features, and we will be implementing those in our marketplace.
Yeah, perfect. No, thank you very much for those answers. One last thing, this will be a quick one. When the API does release from Midjourney or any other service provider, if you feel that there's another player in the market that's giving you a better deal for API integration for your Text-to-NFT, my question is, once that is in place and once your Galleria is in place, will there be an integration between the two, the Galleria and the Spark AI, where you don't have to go to two different platforms, but you'll be able to access the Midjourney API from within the NFT marketplace?
Yeah, so in Create NFT, as of now, there is no text to image prompt. So within the same platform, within the same Create NFT form, we will be providing some more tab, use Midjourney. If they click on that, maybe we will be displaying the prompt, and there are additional options like what is the quality, and Midjourney will take some parameters. So those parameters will be displayed in this Create NFT phase instead of uploading NFT. So that will be in the same platform and the same page. I wanted to present it to users when we are launching a project and when we plan. So I wanted to make it as different platforms, showcase these as different platforms, but all things comes under in one product.
Perfect. Yeah, thank you very much for these answers, and well done on raising 80,000 MATIC in your pre-sale, man. All the best with the future of this project.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, can hear you, yeah.
Got you there, Nita. Sorry, I know you were having some issues jumping in. I think Brain had covered a lot of your question with regards to the API integration. But if you wanted to go for like the Midjourney side of things, but if you did want to go into your kind of like how they plan to bridge like the NFT to like the virtual or like the AR VR world. I know that was your first question. If you want to go with that one, Nita, you can. That one we haven't really touched on yet.
Yeah, thank you. With the introduction of Phoenix, Maurice exploring AR and VR technologies, how does Phoenix AI plan to navigate the competitive landscape of immersive digital experiences? And what unique value propositions or technological innovations does Phoenix AI bring to differentiate itself within his bargaining market segment?
So actually, we placed our homepage with the products we are having to, we are going to launch in order. So first one is Galleria, and then next one is Chronicle, and then Mirage API, and then Spark, and then Mirage. So the first three are actually then those are like everyone knows that, and we also investigated on how to implement them, and these are well known. But the AR VR related part, that is our future plan. As of now, we don't have any idea about that, how to implement that. But if you see 2 years back, we don't like AI is not yet there. Right, after ChatGPT is coming into picture, everything is changed and everything is prompt engineering, right? So the same way, I already explored some of the options where we have a API to generate AR, VR images and videos based on our prompt, but those are not accurate enough for our prompt. So like the way Midjourney is generating, that AI is not yet generating that much with that much quality. So before completing our all these other things, definitely we'll be getting into that space, and we'll be exploring more into that space. But as of now, whoever is having they can create 360 videos, AR and VR. From the cameras, phones, and they can picture those, and they can upload those as NFTs. But there is no way and no automated way to generate these AR and VR NFTs. But definitely we'll be looking for other options other than that website.
Thank you so much for answering, and thank you, Maurice, for the opportunity.
Thank you, Nida.
Thanks so much, Nita, for sticking with those Telegram delays there. I know it sometimes gets a bit frustrating. Imagine hosting. Sometimes it can, make you want to pull your hair out. But that's the beauty of technology. It's not just Telegram. Twitter, I know, is worse, because at least on Telegram, my Spaces link doesn't crash, and then the entire, week of building up the room goes out the window as you have to create a new link. That's a painful feeling. I've been there. But yeah, no, really enjoyed the presentation, guys. I just have one last question here. If you guys can, I know I mentioned about 90 minutes and we're over that, so I do apologize to both of you for the extra time here. But one last question I was really hoping to get into here is from Mozzie Mike, and it's more of an outlook question, not necessarily anything, on the project specifically, but it's more so like your approach or your outlook. Asking both of you, how would you look at this project, at Phoenix AI, and like, what would you say would be a successful buildup of the project? Is it something from a market cap perspective? Are you guys looking more at the user base numbers? Like, when you think about Phoenix AI or your PXAI token, like, what would you say would was or would be a successful run up of the community and of the ecosystem here? I like that one to kind of close out on. It's a good outlook question to leave us with.
Yeah. So generally people will think about the money when they are doing any project or anything, right? But only some people will be passionate about what they are doing. So I'm into technologies, and I love the things to build new things. And I all these days I'm working for the companies as an employee, but I wanted to have our own identity and build one product which is useful for everyone. But the thing is, like, if we want to develop a product in other than blockchain, there is no user base, and we need to target only the local communities. But if we are into the blockchain and AI technologies, so it will go anywhere in the world, and every user will visit our platform, and it will be huge success. And that is the way we get identification ourselves. And this is not about the money we are doing, and this is about the product we wanted to build for long term.
Just to add to that, I think it's for me, it's basically our utilities is why we want people to buy our token, to use it on our platform, to use it on our game, and to use it everywhere. And if people are buying up the tokens, the market cap's going up, they're using the tokens on the games and on the marketplace and actually utilising them, I think that would be the best case scenario. Because it's happy for all, tokens are getting bought, scarcity on the market, and people are having fun.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. It's a kind of a good last question, more on an outlook of the project. And like I said, my experience, typically it takes projects, sometimes you can hit multipliers throughout your journey and, speed things up a little bit, but anywhere 3, 6 to 12 months often is what, brands need to establish themselves, start to kind of get some volume flowing through, start to get that brand recognition, that word of mouth. So even, the partner you guys work with on the presale Gempad, I said the same thing about them, when they were very new in the space, give them 6 to 12 months, and then, maybe make your judgment after they at least get a year. And as they've proved, like, the volume that they're been able to see on their raises, their platform is really solid. So, it's time often tells. So, great job on the presentation, guys. I'll give you closing words here. But just on behalf of Caesar's Calls, the launch or the listing of the PXAI token is going to be tomorrow, and that's Tuesday, March 19th at 7 p.m. UTC. So again, I think Quickswap is kind of the one they've advertised on their Twitter. But I always say, make sure you just join the community now. You have almost 24 hours leading up until then, so you can stay active, see announcements, make sure, you're staying up to date, and then do some additional research, get a feel for the vibe over there. But, thank you guys so much. Impressive job on the raise, as I think everybody else, who jumped on stage has also said, especially on MATIC, through Gempad. So great work there, and launches tomorrow. Best of luck. I appreciate the time. It was a good AMA. I like your answers. It's definitely the right approach versus the market cap or the money side. And, like I said, if you get that time, if people stay patient, you never know where things can go. So all the best, and I'll let you close out.
Thank you, Maurice. And thank you for joining.
Yeah, we're both thanking. Thanks, Maurice. Thank you very much. It's actually been an honour to be able to present this to your community, and really appreciate you giving us the chance to show this utility token to everyone. Thank you.
You did a great job, Tom. And Jags, I'll give you the mic to officially close out on behalf of the founder.
Jags is giving you the mic. Just say goodbye.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining, and have a good day. Thank you, Maurice.